That's not surprising because I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, I think, who's that ugly geezer looking at me? And don't laugh too much because I know a lot of you have the same issue. It's lovely to see so many of you here. This is the best crowd we've ever had. We started about 3.5 years ago, I think, and I just commend you all and thank you all for coming out and supporting live music. Very important. Yes, you deserve a big hand. We got people from Northampton. We got people from Telford. We got someone from Scotland. Aylesbury. Leighton Buzzard. And of course Italy. But more of them later. I mean, they're only here to bookend the rafflers, you know, but... oh, I didn't say that, did I? Oh, and from Hazelmere, from Dusty's Blues Club, paying a return visit. Right, with no further ado, I'll hand you over to Big Nose Thomas. Give him a very warm Bletchley welcome. And he's got CDs for sale.
Hello, Bletchley. How are we doing? Yes, very good. I'm sure you're all terribly excited to hear the rocking sounds of the Cinelli brothers. I mean, you should be, because I saw them last week in Aylesbury, and they were very good. Before that, you're subject to the... Sorry? Yeah, before that, you'll be subject to hearing my antiquated dulcet tones. Thank you. I like that. I'll have that more throughout the night, please. So I will be playing some lowdown blues and some ragtime-esque ditties for you, all in the vein of the 1920s, my birth year. First song I should do is a lowdown blues called Telling Me Blues. I'm telling you, it's called Telling Me Blues. Thank you very much. Well, you told me you loved me, but you said you were going away. Well, you told me you loved me, but you said you were going away. But you told me I'll come back home someday. Well, you told me farewell and you told me goodbye. Well, you told me farewell and you told me goodbye. But you said I'll come back soon as the sun hangs in the sky. Well, I don't want to see you leave, honey, I don't want to see you go. Well, I don't want to see you leave, honey, I don't want to see you go. Because I feel so high, and honey, I don't want to be more low. Well, you told me, don't come here, I'll soon be back home. Well, you told me, don't come here, I'll soon be back home. But I had some friends talking, they said you ain't living there alone. Now my heart is all filled with sorrow, my head just like a circus clown being poked at through a cage. Low down. Now if you trick me and cut me, I'd only bleed out blues. Now if you trick me and cut me, I'd only bleed out blues. Find you, honey, I've started spreading the news. Where now? Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. As Mr. Stasik pointed out, I have evolved from the last time I was here. I remember we had some very good sing-alongs, so I will promise you that we have another sing-along number at the end of the show, so stick around. I have evolved, so I now have a tie instead of a bow tie. That was a big change, so it was hard to take. And I also have some CDs for sale. The finest of CDs. The modest price of £10. They were £8 last week, but the economy is pushing it up, so you better get them now while they're cheap. And also they make the perfect gift for anyone, you know, so if you want one of your loved ones or something, it's great for them, you know. If you want to hurt your enemies as well, it's also very good for that. Give it to the kids, say it's some rapper with a weird name and auto-tune and things, they'll love it, they'll love it. So £10, you can't get anything with £10 these days. So this next one is a dance song. It refers to a dance they did back in my younger days, of course. I also want to say beforehand that I, as an individual, are perfectly innocent and green and wholesome, and therefore I write innocent, green and wholesome songs. And if you hear anything that may say otherwise, you may hear a couple of double entendres or a couple of tongue-in-cheek things. You think maybe something sounds a little bit salacious. I assure you, it's all wholesome, and it's your filthy minds that has made that happen. Okay? So with that being said, this song is called the Teedle-Dee Dee, a wonderful dance. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. 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 Well, when I wake up in the morning and I get out of my bed, the first thing that creeps into my head is that I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. Oh, I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do that Teedle. I said that Teedle-Dee Dee. I said I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. Well, my gal's got something that I'm wild for, and every time she moves it, you know I want it more. Oh, I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do that Teedle. I said that Teedle-Dee Dee. I said I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. Well, my gal's got something that I'm wild about, and every time she moves it, you know, you hear me shout that I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I'm not jiving. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. All right, you know. Da ba dee ma da dee dee dee, be da ba dee ma ba dee 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 dee. teedle, I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. Yes, sir. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. Well, come on, gal, you know I can't resist. You do that rock or that 4th Street twist, and I'm gonna do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I'm gonna do the Teedle-Dee Dee. Oh, I'm gonna do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I would do that Teedle-Dee Dee. I would do that Teedle-Dee Dee. I would do that Teedle-Dee Dee. Well, the two old maids there lying in the bed, one turned over to the other one and said, I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I'm not jiving. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. Right out now. I want to do the Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. I want to do that Teedle-Dee Dee. Thank you. Feel free if you think you know the words, sing along. You didn't see that. Okay, so for my next song, I was recently back in Scotland. Hey! And I came back and I found out I got coronavirus. And strangely enough, when I was in Scotland, back in Scotland again, and in July, I picked up coronavirus there as well. So I was something in the water or something. No. I had a very nice time though when I was back in Scotland. I tell you, I indulged in all the Scottish cuisines I had. Square sausage. I think I had so much square sausage, Scotch pies, and a pizza crunch. By God, pizza crunch. When it gets over to this side, you'll think, how did you live without a pizza crunch? Anyway, sorry, I digressed there. So this, what? Sorry? What's the crunch? Pizza crunch. It's a battered pizza. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I tell you, that was my diet. When I was in high school, that was my diet. I would buy a half pizza crunch, smother it in sauce and salt, and then get 2 cheap energy drinks from the shop, and then spend the rest of the sweets in the van. That's why my life expectancy is I've got about a month left, I think. So this one is called Pizza Crunch. No, it's not. This is called My Corona Blues. My corona, didn't mean me any good. My corona, didn't mean me any good. Why she let me coughing and sneezing, unable to eat my food. Well, when I first knew that girl, she didn't worry my mind. Well, when I first knew that girl, she didn't worry my mind. I would shake hands with people, and I'd treat them nice and kind. When the months went by, she got into my bloodstream. When the months went by, she got into my bloodstream. I found it hard to sleep. My corona was always in my dream. I tried to wash clean of my corona, but she stuck just like glue. I tried to wash clean of my corona, but but she stuck just like glue. And she was present with me in everything I do. Oh, my corona has taken me out of my family home. Yes, my corona has taken me out of my family home. And she left me sick and worried and feeling all alone. Ah, people be wise, don't let that girl in your home. Listen up, folks. Oh, people be wise, don't let that girl in your home. For she'll cut you and grind you until you're just skin and bone. Oh, we are now. Thank you. I'll put it down now, it looks better, doesn't it? Okay, so here's a recently written one. So it may be subject to a few forgotten words. And it was written with the Memphis Jug Band song "He's in the Jailhouse Now" in mind, and also the Errol MacDonald Jug Band song "She's in the Graveyard Now." This song is called "He's in the Doghouse Now." Until I was told by a man of middle-aged old, whilst I was walking home on a Tuesday night. He hurried up to me, his face as pallid as could be. Man, I tell you, he gave me an awful fright. With a bottle in his hand, the man could hardly stand. He had a worried look in his eye. He said, I try not to go chasing skirt, but I can't help that I'm a raging flirt. And my wife, she caught me, and now this is why you hear me cry. I'm in the doghouse now. I'm in the doghouse now. I can't help if I'm teeming with charm, even when I'm in my wife's arm, and that's why I'm in the doghouse now. Messy. Jock called Jones used to like to eat meat off the bones, but he had been forbidden by his vegan bride. One day she went away, he engorged on a medium steak fillet, but she got back home, she smelled something on him, asked him to open wide. What happened? He's in the doghouse now. He's in the doghouse now. He wanted to taste the flavour, and they thought the planets began to waver. Now he's in the doghouse now. Messy. There was a gambling gent who didn't have to pay his rent, for he had bought his mortgage outright after a prosperous year. He was shooting crabs with chums, but these fools, they were skilled bums. He betted all he had, and he did it without fear. Now where is he? He's in the doghouse now. He's in the doghouse now. Well, he lost the doghouse now. Cat named Randall wasn't a cat you like to handle. He could scare any dog up a tree. He got tired of sitting and living with a human, so he picked on a bulldog called Reuben, and he chased that bulldog all the way to Leon Sea. Now where is he? He's in the doghouse now. He's in the doghouse now. I tell you, that cat, he gets a spread of white without his owner by his side, and he's in the doghouse now. Thank you. All right, so this is another recently, my strap appears to have gone. That's not good. Hold on. Strap-on jokes.
What's that over there?
Hang on. I'm fucked now. Right, we'll see if this continues. I'll need to stop dancing so much. I'm slipping.
A piece of plastic did fall on the floor.
Something fell on the floor there.
Oh yeah.
So it's probably...
Yeah, that's broken. Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves.
What about the weather?
I think it's right.
It's lovely.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
I haven't turned the old one down there. It will be on to the bathroom.
All right, let's try that. Oh. Right, so that knocked me for 6. That did. So that was a recently written one. This is also a recently written one, and I don't want to big this one up, but this is probably one of the best songs I think I've ever written. So it's very big words, I know. I'm waiting for the very underwhelming rapture of applause afterwards. It's a low-down blues, of course, and it's called All the Bells and Whistles Blues. Hear that train whistle blow, watch that fireman ring his bell. I don't know what the people say, but sadly makes me feel blue, I know. My baby took my love and didn't give it back. She took it with her, rode on a steel-strong train. Now wait until I get some booze in me, I won't feel misery. That train song is brimming full with apathy. Nellie tells me just to let this mean world be. In the winter time I lost my hat, my gloves and scarf soon followed after that. My broken heartstring won't ever be restrung, and I lost the license on my Martini Henry gun. Those rail track blues, they come again after a while. I walk the steel, I trace the line for mile after mile. Every time I hear that train, my the bells and whistles blew. Every time I hear that train, my baby's leaving all over again, and I get those, all the bells and whistle blues. Thank you. One more?
Shall we have another one? I don't think Thomas heard you. Do you have another?
Two? I can do two?
Take her away.
He's letting me do two. That's nice of him. Dun, 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 dun.
We get value for money. As he's a Scotsman, he'll appreciate that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I did say that those CDs were £10, but if you have a £5 Scottish sterling note, I'll accept that. And don't worry, I won't have to phone my manager, to phone my area manager, to phone the director of the company to realise it's legal tender. Legal tender! Okay, so as this time of year rolls around, it was inevitable that a Christmas song was going to appear. And everyone is so thrilled, as I can just hear, yeah. Wonderful. Most wonderful time of the year and all that. But this one pertains to... Is anyone in here a fan of the taste of Christmas pudding?
Yes.
Yeah? Well, these are all... this song is dedicated to those that aren't a fan of the taste of Christmas pudding. Your Christmas pudding, it wasn't so good last year. I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, I want to make myself clear. Well, we can still see each other just once a year, but I want to make it all perfectly clear. I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, it wasn't so good last year. No, I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, it wasn't so good last year. Oh, I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, I want to make myself clear. Well, you live in Yorkshire and I live in Fife, but I'm not touching that thing with all my life. I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, it wasn't so good last year. I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, it wasn't so good last year. I tell you, I'm not going to taste your Christmas pudding, I want to make myself clear. Well, you've been talking about your pudding from summer into spring. You can put tinsel around it for all I care. I'm still not touching that thing. I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, it wasn't so good last year. I mean, it wasn't so good last year. I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, it wasn't so good last year. I do declare, I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding, I want to make myself clear. Well, you say your pudding's good and it tastes just right, but you're not the one that I'll haunts at night. I ain't gonna taste your Christmas pudding. It wasn't so good last year. No, I ain't gonna taste your Christmas pudding. I want to make myself clear. It was no good. I want to tell you, I'm not going to taste no your Christmas pudding. Well, you say your pudding's good and it's filled with festive cheer, but you're not the one that has to taste it for the next year. I ain't going to taste your Christmas pudding. It wasn't so good last year. I mean, it wasn't so good last year. My baby ba ba ba. Rabbity da dee 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 dee. My baby da da da. Skippity ba dee ba dee dee dee. Rabbity ba da ba ba. No, it wasn't so good last year. I mean, it wasn't so good last year. Thank you. All right. So if I'm afforded to do one more, we're going to do the sing-along number. Oh, yes. Me, ma. Kissy, kissy. All right, so this song is called Sugar That Thing. And when I say sugar that thing, it refers to you take a can, you sugar it up, and it fizzes all over you, you see. And that's what the lyrics go for. So it's a chorus blues, which means there's a verse and a chorus. I shall do the